Earthquakes hit Italy's supervolcano, raising spectre of the evacuations. A leading volcanologist has warned that the mass evacuations might be needed in a town close to Naples, which sits on the so-called supervolcano that has been hit by the hundreds of the small earthquakes in the recent weeks. A 4.2 magnitude earthquake struck the area early on Wednesday, the strongest jolt in 40 years, to rattle the volcanic field known as the Campi Flegrei or the Phlegraean fields, from the Greek word for burning. Campi Flegrei sits across the Bay of Naples from the Pompeii, where the thousands were incinerated by the Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. However, it is much bigger volcano than Vesuvius, and if it ever exploded at full force, could kill millions. Experts say there is no imminent threat of an eruption, but the former head of the Vesuvius Observatory at the National Institute of Geophysics and Volcanology called for the urgent checks on the buildings after repeated seismic activity that is pushing up the ground by 1.5 centimeters a month. Speaking in the personal capacity, Di Natale said that the last time Campi Flegrei suffered a similar burst of earthquakes in 1980s, some 40,000 people were temporarily evacuated from the nearby Pozzuoli. The town now has a population of more than 80,000. He said if there was an eruption, it would be a phreatic and steam blast eruption, which are generally relatively weak and devoid of new magma, at least initially. There was no sign of structural damage in the area after Wednesday's tremor. Officials confirmed a report in Corriere della Sera newspaper that he had written to the government last week suggesting possible evacuations. A local official said his recommendation was being reviewed. The Campi Flegrei are similar to the Yellowstone caldera in the United States, state of Wyoming, but of more concern because they are the area populated by around 3 million people in the Naples hinterland. The Campi Flegrei caldera has a diameter of about 12 to 15 kilometers and last erupted in 1538. One of its biggest eruptions took place some 39,000 years ago and might have led to the extinction of the Neanderthal man, researchers say. Magma from that blast has been found in the Greenland, some 4,500 kilometers away. Volcanologists say thousands of the small tremors in the area since 2090, which have grown in intensity this year, might be being triggered by the tongues of the magma pushing up into the subsurface of the volcano at the depth of 5 to 6 kilometers. The INGV says that on average, more than 3,000 tons of the CO2 are being released each day from the volcanic field. A typical US passenger vehicle emits about 4.6 metric tons of the CO2 a year. That's all for now. For more news updates, stay tuned with us. It's Tomorrow News. For more global weather updates like this, subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for regular updates.